Look, I don't expect you to be that interested in finance, but it is important, not just for the economy, but also because many of our culture wars, which I know you are interested in, are playing out more and more through business. Now, Australian banks have just begun a kind of inquisition of sorts, known as a Royal Commission. It's really a hangover in part from the financial crisis a decade ago. But there have been ongoing scandals around pay and rip-offs for some time. Now, like Canada, Australia was one of the few places in the Western world not to require any kind of bailout for the banks. But what I'm interested in, and I suspect it's something play out in North America too, is that business leaders, including bankers, are increasingly talking about progressive social issues as a way of trying to win back moral authority. Now, the biggest culprit in Australia is the CEO of Qantas, a national airline, Alan Joyce. He was very vocal during the gay marriage debate last year, and watch him get hit by a lemon meringue pie for his views here. But a recent appointment of the CEO of the biggest bank in Australia, the Commonwealth Bank, has also talked up his credentials in diversity as part of a leadership pitch. Now, banks are also promoting their charitable activities and the public ownership through superannuation funds, anticipating a reputational attack during this Royal Commission. But I think banks and businesses are going down the wrong path and actually falling right into the hands of social activists, which are effectively trying to hurt business and capitalism more generally. You can see it locally with a host of activist groups trying to attack any bank that funds coal projects. Now, what banks must assert is the moral worth of their core activities. They have to do this in the form of accessible human stories and not economic jargon. Now, helping people manage their economic risks is the purpose of financial services. Leverage and debt are actually critical to maximise human potential. You would know it from the soulless language that dominates finance, but risk is actually at the heart of navigating life. Now, in my job at mental health, for example, the growth of anxiety disorders is about people overestimating risk in their daily activities. Now, disruption is affecting belief systems and, in turn, consumer behaviour. People have more purchasing power, they have money to spend on brands that express something that they believe in. Now, the upheaval in belief systems stem from living in, say, a post-religious society of sort of hollowed out identities, sort of diluted from clan, tradition and community. Now, the key territory people can have a sense of certainty and authenticity is in their feelings, and the political causes that best exploit them are the progressive social ones. But if business fails to if business falls down this route of vying for moral legitimacy in this uncertain battleground, if on social issues, the politics of feeling, if you like, it completely stuffs up their fundamental purpose. There can be an alternative strategic angle in talking about social issues, particularly attracting, say, younger consumers and staff who might agree with it. It can actually help with employee engagement, particularly young people who want their job to, I guess, project their value systems. Now, the sharp decline in trust throughout Western democracies is also a factor. And I think some businesses are filling this void, whereas previously it'd be politicians and community groups. But there are few areas that have lost more trust than the financial sector, which are ridden with scandal and gargantuan pay. Now, pending to rebuild the industry's image in rebranding itself as social advocates only heighten suspicions that their core activities are suspect after all. It's surely hard enough to deliver the best possible product or service in such a competitive marketplace. Now, banks and business might be better suited in insisting that social obligations beyond jobs and prosperity lie very much in the hands of government. Now, there's never been a more urgent need to articulate the greater purpose of the financial industry, not just in dry economic terms, but in moral ones. Trying to engage in the politics of feeling will only make their situation worse. If you like this video, please subscribe to Rebel Media.